All right, so there was an old show called The Brady Bunch. You may have heard of at least the theme song, The Brady Bunch, blah, blah, blah. And so in that show, there were two sisters. There's Jan and Marsha. And because Marsha was getting all of the attention at a party during one of the episodes, her sister Jan was upset and started to whine and complain. And then the famous words we got were, Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. And you've seen the Snickers commercial where they, portray that and all that. So this idea or this concept of whining and complaining has been around for a long time. And most of the time it's when we're just not getting what we want. And so we want to whine and complain about it. We don't generally do it when it's somebody else that's being left out. It's generally when it's us. And that's why we whine and complain. Well, nowadays, really, instead of Marsha, 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 it's Marsha, 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 right? We want to march for something that we believe in, that we're whining and complaining about. But nonetheless, we'll talk about marching here in the next couple of days. But I do want to talk today about whining and complaining because that is a current issue. I mean, if you look around, if you read anybody's Facebook feed or anybody's Twitter feed or something, it's complaining about something. I don't have a boyfriend, I don't have a girlfriend, I don't have this, I don't have that, I wish I had this, I wish I had that, relationship goals, friend goals, life goals, blah. I wish I had that. And none of it's like, God's blessed me so much, it'd be awesome to have this, but God's blessed me so much. It's all like, I wish I had that, and I don't have it, and how come all these people get it, and I don't get it? And it's whining and complaining. Well, Philippians 2:14 says, do all things without murmurings and disputings. The idea being that there's no complaining spirit behind us. There's no murmurings. In other words, like, oh, well, yeah, they of course got it. I didn't get it, but they of course were able to do it. But then I want to focus more on Romans 12:2. It says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Don't be conformed to this world. In other words, don't fit the image of what a worldly person would look like. So a worldly person is going to march with the complaining spirit. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying everybody that marches is something bad. There's a March for Life. There's a Women's March. There's all kinds of marches nowadays. But don't do it with a murmuring, disputing, complaining spirit about stuff. The Bible says don't be conformed to this world. Don't be known by a complaining spirit. Don't hop on that boat and start posting and tweeting about all the things that you're unhappy that you don't have and that you want. Don't have that murmuring and those disputings. It says, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. When you are not conformed to the world and you're transformed by the renewing of your mind, in other words, your mind is renewed with the fact that I don't have to be conformed to the world. I live under grace now. I live under Christ. Then you will prove to people what is acceptable, what is the good and perfect will of God, because your mind has been transformed, it's been renewed by that idea. So my challenge for you today is don't buy into this Marsha, Marsha, Marsha mentality that I'm going to whine and complain whenever I don't get what I want. Buy into the fact that don't be conformed to this world. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you may prove to others what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Today I ask you to pray for my wife. She is still not feeling well, so would you pray that she would recover quickly as she's dealing with our 3 little ones at home. Thanks, and have a good day.